The I can for today is I can identify and draw lines of symmetry. The definition of a line of symmetry is a line that divides a figure into two mirror images. And I underlined the word draw because we're going to be focusing on drawing lines of symmetry. So whenever you're given a figure, the first thing I always want you to do when you're looking at lines of symmetry is to either draw, if you can, or if it's on a computer, just imagine a center dot. This center dot will tell you or help you identify or draw a line of symmetry. So this is a square. I drew a center dot, so basically a dot in the center of the figure. And I'm going to either in my head or if I can draw out lines of symmetry to figure out if the shape has a line of symmetry. So typically you can always look for a vertical line of symmetry. So it's a line that divides a figure into two mirror images. So it's best if you're able to actually fold and see if the halves match up, and they do. So this is a line of symmetry. So far we have one. This is a square. Okay. I'm going to look for a horizontal line of symmetry. Remember, it has to cross through that center. And that matches up as well. And then for a square, it also has diagonal lines of symmetry. So here's another one. Here's the two mirror images. It perfectly lines up. And then one more diagonal. Remember, each of those lines that I just drew, they cross through the center dot. So the center dot is so important to help you draw and identify lines of symmetry. There we go. Okay, so this is a square and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of symmetry. This is for a square. All right, here's a rectangle. First thing, let's draw a center dot. Okay, and for a rectangle, I'm going to draw a line of symmetry vertically. Draw a line of symmetry horizontally. And I'm not sure for the diagonal, so before I draw it, I'm just going to try to fold it diagonally. So as you can see for rectangles, they do not have lines of symmetry through their diagonal points. They do horizontally and vertically, but not diagonally. Okay, so a rectangle has two lines of symmetry. All right, and then one more shape is this equilateral triangle. So this equilateral triangle has three sides that are the same length. So starting off with my center dot, and to your best ability, draw that center dot. And I can try a vertical line of symmetry, and that matches up well. And then you think horizontal, no, that's not going to work. And then if it helps with shapes, try to change the orientation. So try to change how you're looking at the shape. If you need to change your paper, I'm able to actually move the shape, which makes it easier. There's another line of symmetry. Do that one more time. There is another line of symmetry. And every single time, if I were to fold this along the line of symmetry, it will make two mirror images. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So this equilateral triangle, 3 equal sides, has 3 lines of symmetry. All right, I wanted to look at some letters next. So really quick, I'm going to try to get through most letters. So for all the letters, let's quickly just find the center dot and then see how many we can find. So here's the center dot, right? Horizontally wouldn't work, diagonal wouldn't work, but a vertical line of symmetry. So that would be 1 for A. B, so depending on the font for the B, but this B kind of shows that the top part right here is a little bit smaller than the bottom part. Because of this type of font, we're going to say that B has no lines of symmetry. Now, sometimes the top part is identical to the bottom part, then you can have a horizontal line of symmetry. But for this font, it's 0. C, there's a horizontal line of symmetry. So don't forget, sorry, my center dot, right, and goes through the horizontal line of symmetry. So that's 1. There's another D, there's my center dot, cuts through, horizontal line of symmetry, there's 1. Vertical wouldn't work. E, my center dot, horizontal line of symmetry. Center dot, there are no lines of symmetry. Center dot, no lines of symmetry. center dot. I can do a vertical line of symmetry, and I can also do a horizontal line of symmetry. Center dot, vertical and horizontal. Center dot, no lines of symmetry. Sorry, I wasn't labeling. So 2 for I, or sorry, 2 for H and 2 for I. All right. Center dot, oh, sorry, more like here, sorry, center dot, center dot, center dot, and center dot. So with K, I have 1 line of symmetry. With L, I have 0. With M, I have 1 line of symmetry. With N, N's one of those tricky letters. It actually has 0. It kind of looks like it has 1, but if I were to fold it, they would not match up. So it has 0. And then O, depending on the font, again, it could be infinite. So we're just going to say infinite because it's like a circle. But sometimes the O is more like an oval. So that would just be 2 if it's more like an oval. So we're just going to put an infinite because it just depends on how the shape presents itself. Or the font, I should say. All right. Center dot, center dot, center dot, center dot, center dot. P has 0. Q has 0 because of the little, I don't know what that's called. R has 0. S, it looks like it would have 1, but it actually has 0. T has 1 line of symmetry. All right, center dot, center dot, center dot, center dot, center dot, and center dot. All right, U can't go this way. U has 1. V has 1. W has 1. X, again, depending on how the font is presented, can have 1 or 2. Sorry, 2. Y has 1. And then Z, I know it looks like it's similar to like the S. Z also has 0 lines of symmetry. All right, if you remember one thing in this from this video for lines of symmetry to draw or identify, draw that center dot. It will help you identify and draw lines of symmetry immensely. Center dot.